Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and Google came to play this year with their Pixel 9 lineup. They brought two sizes of their Pro model. They even have a new foldable phone. That video is coming soon, and even just a standard Pixel 9. This unboxing is coming very soon as well. I will put it up against the Pro model, talk about the differences, so be sure to subscribe so you're notified when that video goes live. But in this video, we are going to talk about the two Pro models. The Pixel 9 Pro has a 6.3-inch display, whereas the XL has a 6.8-inch display. Also, I'm really happy they sent the rose quartz. It looks really good. I'm excited for you to see it. In this video, we're gonna take a quick look what comes in the box of these two phones, and then put them side by side, talk about the minor differences between the two, and then of course, get some hands-on with the latest flagship from Google. Also, I will link to all the best deals and best trade-in deals down in the description of the video below of the Pixel 9 lineup. Let's get started. Here are the two latest flagships from Google. Side note, they also sent over their official cases, so we will check these both out later on in the video. Again, hazel color in the Pro and rose quartz in the XL. Let's get these both opened. Might have to give it a little bit of a firmer tug to get some of them out, but there we have it. Let's take the top off of both of these phones. And there they are, setting them to the side. Inside at the top, you get your standard booklets, getting started guide, and your SIM ejection tool. Quick sneak peek at the colors, but finally in the box, all you have left is a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable for charging, transferring files. And that's everything that comes in the box. A bit of a different experience ripping these tabs and then sliding out the top piece. On the front, gives you all the whereabouts of everything, and sliding this up, there it is, our Pixel 9 Pro. We're gonna boot this one up and grab our 9 Pro XL while that's hopefully turning on. Yes, it is. And slide this on out. There we go. First look at that rose quartz. We can put them both side by side so you can sort of see a size comparison already. While they boot up, let's take a closer look at the hardware. You've got a speaker, USB Type-C port, microphone, and an SD card slot. And I noticed that SD card slot sort of just curves with the rail on the side of the phone. A little interesting. I really don't see that often. With the bottoms aligned along the right side here, you've got your volume rockers, power button right above it, and make note of the camera bump that is on the back. Very reflective sides, as you can obviously tell in the camera. And then up top, we've got a microphone. I believe that's our ultra wideband antenna. Now along the left side, we've got absolutely nothing. Now on the back, a close-up of those colors with the G there, the Google logo, and there is our camera system. The exact same on both. This triple camera setup gives you a 50 megapixel main sensor, a 48 megapixel 5x optical zoom lens, and a 48 megapixel ultra wide angle lens that also acts as a macro lens. Really excited to take pictures with both these phones. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll post some of the pictures I take. By the way, below the flash, both of these phones have a temperature sensor. Yes, you can take your temperature and temperature of objects with this phone. We are all booted up and ready to go. The theme is preset based on the color that you get. That's really nice. But I'm gonna run through the startup process. We'll talk about anything that's noteworthy. Google's included an all-new fingerprint scanner in the entire Pixel 9 lineup this year. It is an ultrasonic scanner instead of an optical scanner. Basically just a different technology. Optical uses light and a camera, and ultrasonic does a better job. It should be quicker. It should work even when your hand's a little bit wet, etc. So just going to set that up very quickly. I'm not really focusing on what I need to do. I'm looking at the camera there. So a nice little subtle vibration feedback. I do like the little vibration motor that we're getting, and there we go. So once that's added, you can actually set up face unlock as well, which will work with your apps such as banking apps, etc. There is an updated front-facing camera. We'll talk about that in just a second. But anyways, hitting agree, how to set it up. I'm gonna try and do this around the camera. Up, down, boom. Looks good, really easy. That should also be very quick and accurate, and there you have it. You can do Google Play purchases and your secure apps. Something I like when transferring data from another phone, you can do Express, so it will back up to your Google account and then only transfer things that aren't on your Google account, or you can customize fully what's transferred from the other device. A quick peek at the Google AI features that are built in. We'll check all of these out in just a second. Gemini is your assistant by default, so we're gonna use that. You can switch back to the Google Assistant if you happen to want to, and the new Pixel Screenshots app's actually really cool. So I'll show all of this off. You can turn on car crash detection, and the Pixel Satellite SOS is coming soon. There's also crisis alerts. I like to turn these on. Instant translations, a super useful feature, and identifying music with now playing. Definitely turn those on. And of course, always on display, turning that on as well. We're all set up and ready to go. And a first look at the main difference, the screen size. These are the same Super Actua displays. LTPO OLED at 1 to 120 hertz refresh rate. By the way, this is a new 42 megapixel front-facing camera. It's supposed to let in about 30% more light into your selfies, so just expect even better selfies than they've already been taking. I would like to point out in settings, you have the ability to change that screen resolution. It's at high resolution out of the box, but you have to change it to full resolution if you really want to take full advantage of that screen. Smooth display was on by default, so that will bump it all the way up to 120 hertz refresh rate, so it looks even smoother. But the size difference, you get a weight difference, 221 grams versus 199 grams. But also a battery size difference, so 4,700 milliamp hours on the 9 Pro, and the XL gets a 5,060 milliamp hour difference. And speaking of, charging speeds are actually different between the two. Interestingly enough, from 0% in 30 minutes, the Pixel 9 Pro will go to 55%, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL will go to 70%. So the Pixel 9 Pro XL actually charges a little bit faster. But those are the main differences between these two phones. Otherwise, everything is just about the exact same. You get the same Tensor G4 chipset inside. Let's dive into some of the hardware and software features. First of all, that ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is excellent. It's so quick, it's very accurate, and face unlock too. I'll actually just go whoop, and it unlocks right away. So unlocking your phone's really easy. Now, if we go into the camera app and just snap a few quick pictures, shutter speed seems to be very snappy, which is good. Again, you go to 0.5x. Not only is it ultra wide angle, but you can actually get really close to your subjects, and it will take a macro shot of whatever it is that you're holding up really close. And again, you have 2x zoom here, and even all the way up to 5x zoom, and that's optical. And they even say if you go up to 10x, it's going to look really good. So I'm excited to test these camera lenses out. Like Google always does in all their Pixel phones, they add a lot of useful software features. A new one this year is Add Me, where if I take a picture of someone, I can have them come take a picture of me next to where they were. It'll fuse them together. I'll link to a demo video that I did down in the description. Long exposure, you have an action pan, standard portrait mode, night sight, panorama, and now this year, if you go into the camcorder, if you click right down here where it says FHD, it's on 1080p, but you can go all the way up to 8K, which is 4K upscaled to 8K, but you can also do 4K 60 frames per second if that's of interest. The weather app got a very welcome revamp, and as you can see, it's just really nice to look at. Gives you some AI info about what to expect from your forecast and a full forecast, plus a lot of different information, all just in a really sleek looking app. This is the Pixel Screenshots app, and what it's going to do is sort through all the screenshots you've taken, and you can quickly search and find information that you're looking for. While the screenshots are indexing on the Pro phones, let's try it on my Pixel 9, which I had set up earlier, and I just searched for call notes. So basically, it gives me a little summary up top, but then if I select it, it will pull up that actual screenshot and give me information on what I'm searching for and what I took a screenshot of. Call notes is another really cool feature. I have a short form example of that. I'll link to that in the description. As promised, let's open up our official Google cases and take a look what they look like. Side by side, they both have a really nice softer touch feel with some added grip. The G is reflective. You'll notice a bit of a ramp up to that camera bump to protect it. The buttons on the side are covered. Down at the bottom, you've got your standard cutouts and just a cutout for your microphone. Also, it says Pixel on the inside and a nice soft touch like felt feel on the inside. Putting the phone in the case is simple. Just set it on in and there you have it. You're good to go. Just looking at both of them, you can still see the color with the camera bar being a specific color, but again, it does cover up the buttons and the rails. They do add just a little bit of weight, but it's really comfortable to rest your pointer finger on where this ramp is right here when holding your phone. It's time for Gemini and Gemini Live. So pressing and holding will get you to your new AI assistant. I'm gonna skip the tour because I wanna dive into what you can actually do. So obviously it's like an assistant where you can do remind me to do things, you can ask about the weather, but this icon right there is Gemini Live. So let's do just a very quick test. Important information about Gemini, you can also customize our voice. But anyways, hey Gemini, I have a problem. The grass outside needs to be watered, but how often do I need to water it?
Okay, keeping your grass looking fresh depends on a few things. The best way to figure out how much water it needs is to check how much rain it's gotten recently. But as a general rule of thumb, your lawn needs about an inch of water per week. Try to water it deeply a couple of times a week instead of...
That sounds good. Do I need to water it in the morning or in the evening?
Watering early in the day, like before 10 a.m., is a good idea. That gives the grass time to dry out a bit before nighttime. This helps prevent mold and other problems.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, after you're done with that, it will actually give you a transcript of what you talked about so you can go through and actually read if you forget some of the responses. It's been really useful. It actually works really well. It's very conversational. The Pixel Studio app is still in preview, but it's an image generation via AI. It gives you a lot of, these are all just food examples. However, if we wanted to hit create, you can't create human images yet, but if I wanted to say golf course at sunset, realistic with birds in sky, check. There we go, and we'll see what it generates. Oh, that was really quick. There we go. Not a golf course because I typed in good course. You can thankfully edit them on the fly. There we go. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty realistic. It gives you your previous example and there's stickers and tools. You can even change the style suggestion. So if I wanted to try a cyberpunk style. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. But I guess there you go. It is cyberpunk style, but let's try maybe, how about video game and see what it looks like. Okay, that's a little better. That's actually a really cool image there via video game. Going into stickers and tools, you can add captions. You can add a sticker. So golf outing. If maybe I wanted to make a banner for a golf outing, you can add something right to it. It's actually super useful and actually nice to be creative that way. Anyways, that is it from me for now on the Pixel 9 Pro and Pro XL. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Again, the Pixel 9 unboxing is coming very soon, so be sure to subscribe so you're notified when that goes live. Anyways, keep an eye out for more content. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.